SportsCenter needs.
And quite a night in the conference semis across the NHL and NBA. Double dip for the city of Dallas, too. Not only the Stars, but the Mavericks as well, taking on a Thunder team that opened the postseason with 5 straight wins, but suddenly back-to-back losses. Had OKC in a 2-1 hole entering Monday's critical Game 4. Pick it up midway through the first quarter. Kyrie Irving. Oh, what a feed. Daniel Gafford, what a series he's had. Mavericks take the early 3-point lead. Just over a minute later, Luka pops that 3. Dallas in front 14-6. Moments later, P.J. Washington. Sensational series for him so far. Washington at 21-12. The Mavs led 30-20 after 1. Midway through the second, Derek Lively, one of 7 first-half assists from Kyrie Irving. Mavericks led it by 8. Final 2 minutes of the second quarter. Washington bangs home the 3. He was 5 of 11 from behind the arc. Mavericks led by 10. The lead was back to 10 after Kyrie makes a long 3. Dallas shot it well from 3, 12 of 35. Next Thunder possession, SGA. Tough fadeaway. Thunder trying to hang around. They shot 35% in the first half. Dallas pulling away. That's Luka with a big 3. The Mavericks led 45-43 at the break. 17-0 in playoff history when they lead by double digits at the half. Midway through the third, Washington again, the lead hovered around that double-digit mark at 11. A minute to go in the third. SGA, the jab step and the jumper, and then great passing by OKC. Cason Wallace, the Kentucky product, hits the 3. Suddenly it's a 4-point game, headed to the fourth. Mavs up by 3. Lively again. 7 points, 6 rebounds, and 1. Little jawing between the teams. Washington was assessed a technical. Dallas led by 5. 5 minutes to go. SGA took this game over down the stretch. Thunder within 2. Less than a minute later, Gilgeous-Alexander creating space. The fadeaway to tie it at 86. Chet Holmgren was sensational down the stretch as well. What a game for Holmgren. 18 points, 9 boards, 4 blocked shots. And then Lou Dort hits the 3. OKC in front by 4. But Dallas would not go quietly. Tim Hardaway Jr. the 3 cuts the lead to 1. 90 seconds to go. Still a 1-point game. Jalen Williams nearly turned it over. Looked like it might have been a double dribble. Instead, it's an easy bucket. Thunder by 3. At the other end, Williams again in transition. What a game he's had. The Santa Clara product, 14 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. Doncic to Jarek Jones made it a 2-point game. And then Luka on a phantom call. That was a walk, and he got a superstar call there. Misses the first free throw, though. Had a chance to tie it if he made both. Instead, he settles for 1 of 2. So it's a 1-point game. Thunder inbounding following the free throw. Holmgren fouled. He'd make both of them. SGA and the whole darn team celebrate a Game 4 win.
We all have a job, and we all have a role on this team, and we know what that is, and we do it at a high level, and that's why we've been good all year. I'm just getting back to that, playing together and competing all game. Didn't look perfect tonight, but we got it done.
Take me inside the game here. You're up 96-94. Luka goes to the line shooting 2. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking if he makes both, we get a chance. If he misses one, then it's game management.
In the NBA, Austin Rivers joins us now. Look, obviously it was a huge fourth quarter for the Thunder. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to play a massive role in that. Besides him scoring, what else did he do to just propel the Thunder to the win?
He just made plays. You know, he down the stretch, he never forces anything. This guy always plays at his own pace, lets the game come to him. Shai's been the most dominant player all series long. And he finds his niche every single game. He gets to that spot where he wants to go to. And prototypically, you know, these 2-pointers are really tough shots. We saw the media ask Luka, like, are you guys willing to give that up? And he said, wait, how can we give it up? It's his shot. You know, you look at that shot behind the basket. I mean, he just has an incredible feel, and he knows how to use his body. People forget he's 6'6", so it's very hard to block his shot. You know, he's been the best player all series. He took the game over, and they got key big plays on the defensive side from Lou Dort and Cason Wallace as well. And they also hit some big shots, as well as Chet hitting his free throws and the three. So this is a young team that won on the road, didn't play their best game, and still managed to come out with a huge W. Got to be impressed if you're a Thunder fan. You got control of the series again.
On the other side of things, this is a game that you feel like the Mavericks walk away from saying, coulda, shoulda, woulda. They had this in hand until very suddenly they didn't. So what went wrong? What changed for them?
This was such a strange game. You know, they were up the entire game and they had control over it. Even at times where Thunder would go on little runs, they would always answer back with a run of their own. You know, whether they're up 11-5, they just had control. And then the fourth quarter came and shots really stopped falling for them. Kyrie was never involved all game. You know, I think he was 4 for 10, 4 for 11. You know, and then obviously Luka, you know, scored 19 points, I think, on 20-plus shots. So, you know, they just didn't have a rhythm. Again, I got to give credit to Lou Dort, Cason Wallace, Jason Williams, Chet Holmgren. I mean, they really were all over the place. I mean, look at these deflections. These guys had no room to make plays or be themselves. And down the stretch, when you usually see a guy like Kyrie or Luka take over, historically, you know, tonight they just didn't have it. It looked like they just didn't go for the kill. They played with their food, and now instead of being up 3-1, you know, we got a series on our hands. It's 2-2 going back to OKC.
All right, 2-2. It was a massive fourth quarter for SGA, and the Thunder walk away with that series now tied.
We just got to work on our free throws. We shot 52%. That's unacceptable.
I spent a lot of energy on the defensive end. Just do you attribute some of that to fatigue?
No. I think we play great defense, but you know, just little details, missing free throws, offensive rebounds. You know, work hard for 24 seconds and then you give up fancy rebound. It's kind of tough. But overall, I think we play great defense. Just wasn't enough.
Luke, obviously, you know, we're used to seeing you and Kyrie combine for close to 60 a game. What's been so difficult for you guys to get in a groove, you know, specifically tonight, but really all series long?
I think they're so focused on us. They collapse the paint very well. You know, when we both drive it, they collapse the paint, or almost 5 guys. So I think that's been difficult for us. We just got to find open teammates.
Luka, as you guys came off the floor, there was a lot of frustration, understandably. So where are you guys right now mentally? How do you bounce back from it seems anyway, giving one away here?
Just go next game. It's 1st to 4. Stay humble, you know, stay ready. And it's same as after game 1. You know, you get ready, see mistakes you make, and go on.
Luka, you played really hard on the defensive end tonight. How are you feeling just physically right now?
Great.
Do you have any concern level about just the way this loss went and the ability to bounce back just from the way it lost, the fact that you guys missed those free throws?
No, I mean, no concern. We just got to be ready. You know, we got to play hard like we did today. I think we played really hard, big energy today. But like I said, some details, you know, cost us the game. And we just got to be ready again. And obviously it's going to be hard on the road, but we've done it before. We can do it again.
Pretty dominant defensive performance by you guys through 3 quarters, and they scored 35 in the fourth. What changed in the fourth, other than obviously Shea making shots?
Yeah, I mean, he was unbelievable. He kept making shots. And maybe at some point we got to send double team, you know, he's just too good, very good. But every shot he took, you know, he was contested by PJ and DJ. But just, you know, he's very good in that. He works on that a lot, so he gets to his spot and then knock it in.
Is that the little 15, 16, 14 footer there that he makes a lot? Is that one of those shots that you guys kind of have decided you'll live with rather than at the rim or at the line, 3-point?
I don't know. I mean, that's his shot. I don't know how we're going to live with that. But like I said, he gets to his spot, and it's just hard to stop him.
What was Jason's message to you guys in the locker room afterward, just after a loss like this?
That stays in the locker room, man. Thank you.
All right, so Luka Doncic following the Game 4 defeat. Here now, new on SportsCenter, the Thunder head coach, Mark Daigneault.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing comfortable about playoff games. Playing against really good teams, high-stakes games, and, there was a lot of game pressure on us. I thought our ability to just endure, their early punches and just not being able to, get back in the game for a long time, our ability to endure that was big time. We held them to 15 points in the third in a quarter where we had 22 points, and we were still laboring offensively. And then in the fourth, the offense turned for us. But to be able to defend like that, in the third, to just keep, to win the quarter by 7 in a quarter where you have 22, it's just great endurance by the team.
In terms of the execution of the defense, what maybe jumped out to you about the way that you guys were able to dig in and get stops in the second half?
We executed well. We've executed well most of the series, to be honest with you, in the half court. But you said dig in, we dug in. That was, I thought, what the game was. We just were scrappy, and fought like crazy on that end of the floor. The execution was good, but the effort, physicality, all that was better.
What did you see from Shea in terms of the grip he sort of had on your game until the offense sort of came around?
Yeah, I mean, he didn't. He missed some chippies. Stuff that he normally makes in the flow of the game, and just like our team, he endured. He obviously, took that thing by the horns there, late. But the other thing is, he had an unbelievable blend and really found his teammates on a lot of plays and continued to find them. The shot Chet hit, the shot Lou hit, that he sprayed to them. That's him passing the ball at a critical time, down 2-1 in the fourth quarter when the team is shooting 20-something% from three. That just is unbelievable trust and confidence for him to rise to that in that moment. And for a young, ambitious star player, I was blown away by those plays.